We running?
Yeah.
All right. Hello, everybody. Douglas Waltz. Old man reads comic books. I was reading a comic book. That's how far behind I am. So we got a stack of them. Let's see what we get. What we got? Let's start with the best independent comic from Oni Press. Jonna and the Unpossible Monsters. Not Impossible Monsters. Unpossible Monsters. Written by Chris Samney and Laura Samney. Art by Chris Samney. And this is, we're up to 9. Apparently now we found out there's going to be 12 of them. So when we left Jonna and her sister, or his sister, I really don't know. They found little pods of more of Jonna. And this issue is just weird. This is a weird issue. They're down in the dark and there's things down there, and then there's bubbles that grow off of Jonna, and they do a really cool thing where the bubbles take over when there's no light, and the word bubbles get smaller and smaller. It's a great way to use black in a comic book. And in case you needed it, the guy always liked my giant monster fix, so we got the chugga 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 chugga. Ain't he cute? So this is a great book. You should go buy it. Enough said. Hooray! Look, Captain America's back! Issue 0! It's an intro because we are getting 2 new Captain America comic books. We are getting Captain America Symbol of Truth, which is Sam Wilson. Captain America Sentinel of Liberty, which is Steve Rogers. I'm not buying the Sam Wilson one. I'm not. So, this is an introduction to give us both of them. And let me find my people's credits where they hide them on me all the time. Here we go. Writers: Tachi Onyebuchi, Colin Kelly, and Jackson Lansing. I'm not really sure why it took 3 people to write this comic book. Artist is Matea de Eulis. And so who should they be fighting? That's right, folks. It's Arnim Zola. He's like, I'm going to turn the world into... You're all going to turn into dinosaurs. Because you're ruining the world. I mean, give you credit. This is an awful pretty splash page. So, and it's fun that they have a little patter and they fight Arnim and they make jokes about Steve being afraid of being and rockets are going to blow up. So, you know, very, very... They cross a lot of the boxes off for people who like Captain America comic books. So, this is a good intro to the 2 of them. Like I said, I'll be buying the Steve Rogers comic book when it starts next month. So, it's a good intro, though. We're finished, folks. So, number 6 of Refrigerator Full of Heads. It's got a kind of a opening, so I'm waiting for... Deep Freeze Full of Heads, or Walking Cooler Full of Heads, or something cold full of heads. Written by Rio Yours, drawn by Tom Fowler. It's the end. She straps the shark to the front of the car. They go after the big snake man. They get all the artifacts back, except for one. I won't tell you which one. And there's just this one, hold on. It reminds me of an old underground comic book where they told the guys, we need you to just draw something insane. Could you have a giant Cobra Man fight a car with an actual animated bitey shark and make it look weird? And then they did. So, yes. Good stuff. This is a great comic book. It's a worthy sequel to the first one. And they left it open, so we'll see if they're going to give us a 3rd set. Oh, I don't read that. Alright, and then we have our intro to the new movie, Sonic 2 the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Whoops. So it's a big one. There's more than one story. We got Hedgehog Day Afternoon, like Dog Day Afternoon. Story... Keel Fegley, art Adam Bryce Thomas. Would kids get Dog Day Afternoon? They wouldn't get that. There's grown-ups that are alive now that don't get Dog Day Afternoon. Anyways, Secret of My Distress. Story is Kyle Fegley again. Art is Tracy Yardley. Always Bet on Red. That story's about Knuckles. Our story is written by Cale Fegley. Well, Cale, yeah, all right. Evan Stanley did the art. Two for the Road is written by Guess. That's right, Cale Fegley. Art by Evan Stanley. Mushroom with a View. Story by Cale Fegley. And art by Tracy Yardley. So yeah, it's like a lead-in. The first story is where he's trying to be a superhero. We learn about Dr. Robotnik's barista and what he's up to. We find out an opening for Knuckles. There's a thing for Tails. There's a thing for Dr. Robotnik, Eggman, whatever you want to call him. So, big chunky book. Lots of Sonic stories in it. Apparently the second movie's good. I don't know, because they haven't started streaming it yet. So, what are you going to do, right? So, well, let's save that for last. And now we're up to 11. 11 of Shang-Chi. Side by side with his sister Hammer. Now, the problem here is we all know for a fact that she got her hand cut off last issue, and she's got two hands. But they did give her this cool bracelet where she can turn it into a giant rock so she can hit people with her fist. So that's kind of cool. And so Shang's fighting his grandfather still. He's trying to get help from the Ancient Ones. Not the Ancient One, I like Doctor Strange Ancient One. So yeah, this is still a good book. I can't believe they haven't canceled it yet. It's always a thing for books you like where it's like, okay, when are you going to cancel? Uh-oh, never mind. So this is issue 11. Apparently I missed that at the end where it says, to be concluded. So Marvel's doing their 12 issues and out kind of thing. I'd bet you money that the next issue is the last issue. So, whatever. Speaking of the last issues, here we are, Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts, number 6, subtitled Stone Ghost. I don't have to tell you all the people who worked on it. It's Jim Mahfood. He wrote it, he created it, he illustrated it. If you had told me he printed the book, like stood there with a little printing press, I'd probably believe that too. And once again, we are just trying to get, what is her name? I always forget her name.
It's Dio.
Dio. Trying to get her boyfriend's ashes back.
It's Dio.
Trying to get her boyfriend's ashes back. It's Dio. And that's just all this comic book is. It's insane. There is so much going on in every single panel that if you try to focus on the whole thing as an overall, it won't really work. And looking at just one panel at a time, after a while, will make your eyes hurt. But what are you going to do, right? And so she gets to do the thing with the ashes. She thought, this is what I'm going to do with his ashes. And then she realized he'd have hated that. So she did something else with the ashes. Read the comic book to find out. And apparently Dio's going to go off to join the Girl Scouts in Freak City. And Jim Mahfood is promising us more of that. So that's a great comic book. So, oh yeah, Sophie, Theo, I haven't seen you this weekend. We had a little heat wave. You guys stayed home. And heat wave is 80 degrees. When it's Michigan, it's 80 degrees to heat wave because we're surrounded by water. That's how that works. And just watched the new Batman movie. Whew. No, thank you. It's too long. If Zoe Kravitz wasn't in it, I don't know that I would like it as much. So until next time, go read a comic book. I'll see you next week. Bye.